All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Focus Point Read Show. We have 360 Advanced Primary Eye Care. So we are hoping every one of you come and join us for the public talk as we'll be sharing you how to protect your eye, as eye is very, very important. So that we are having this sharing session from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So right now we are going to start our first ever sharing session. So those who would like to replay or watch the video because the video is being recorded, you may just like us on Focus Point Vision Care Group. Focus Point Vision Care Group. So we'll be having this sharing session from time to time, bi-weekly and all. So yesterday we do have 2 rounds of sharing session. So today we have another 2 rounds of sharing session. And all those sharing sessions are actually by very, very professional speaker to share you the right way to protect your eye or your children's eye, because as a parents you need to control the usage of electronic devices of your children. Alright, hi everyone， 你们可以先坐一坐。那等一下呢，我们的这个分享会就要开始了啊。And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to start our first ever sharing session for today. So we have our professional speaker, 美女 Ling. Okay, so kindly introduce yourself.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I know you are queuing for the eye test, right? So let me have a little bit of introduction. My name is Jessee, and I am a professional affairs executive from HOYA, Malaysia, where for today's session I'll be sharing this topic. My child has short-sightedness, and what do I need to know as a parent? Yeah.
All right, so Jessee, welcome, and thank
Yes,
you so
thank
much
you.
for coming. All right, so first of all, before we start the sharing session, we would like to ask Jessee, since the title is "My child has short-sightedness, what do I need to do to know as parents?" All right, so first of all, short-sightedness, how do we define that? If our power is at 25, does that consider as short-sightedness and all?
Alright, so if we talk about eye power, so if you got it from here, they'll print out a piece of paper to
Yes.
indicate the a series of numbers. Yeah. So under the beside the number, you will be seeing a sign, a symbol of plus or minus. Yeah. So the sign of minus actually indicates the power of short-sightedness nature. However, if the power is with the plus sign, it means in the other way around, which is long-sightedness.
Or meaning we
Yeah.
call it 老花 in Mandarin, is it?
老花 we call it presbyope.
All right.
But long-sightedness in Mandarin we call it 远视.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the way to identify whether your child has short-sightedness or long-sightedness. All right.
Yes,
So,
correct.
all right, now let's get into the sharing session. What do I need to know as parents? Pass to you, Jessee.
Alright, so I know everyone is busy queuing, but
Yes.
I hope you will stay with me along the while. Those who completed the session, we have the chair over here. You can have a seat.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's find out what do we need to know as a parent. How do we identify on whether is our children having any eye power, right? So first thing we need to know, short-sightedness. Throughout the sharing session, I will be covering, like sometimes I will address it as short-sightedness, and then in Mandarin I'll call it 近视. In Cantonese we call it 近視. Right? My Cantonese not so good lah, okay? But this is how we actually call it. And also in some medical term we call it myopia. Okay, myopia, myopia. You might see it like some advertisement or some sharing session with ophthalmologists, which is eye doctor. They will usually call it myopia. And then, so short-sightedness is a vision where people see close object clearly, but without glasses, you will see very blur on far object. Yeah, so if you're not too sure whether your eye is myopia, short-sightedness or long-sightedness, right, you remove your glasses. See whether you can see me clearly or not, because you're all very far from me lah.
Hey, Jessee, I have one question because since young, right, we are doing an eye test in the school. So they will be holding a paper, a card like that. There will be a E, something like that.
There's
So
a lot of number. For
yeah,
you to
there's
read.
a lot of rows, right? So which row that we cannot see considered as myopia?
Sorry?
Okay, because in the school, right, we can the optometrist will be holding a card with a lot
Yes.
of E, something like that. So we have to read out the
Yeah.
E Then which row cannot see clearly considered as myopia?
Okay, so basically, how the arrangement on the chart is the biggest one to the smallest one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So how do we define that? Is when without any glasses, you can read the last or the last second line. So.
Well, that's very small, eh?
Yes, but normal people, if your eye is plano means your eye got no power, you will be able to read that last or the last second line.
Oh.
Whereas if you have eye power, the ultimate goal for you to wear the glasses is actually to help you to read until that small line. Yeah.
I see, okay.
So that is the standard where we know when are we going to stop giving you more power.
I see, okay.
Alright, so we will carry on from here. Alright, so actually myopia is more common than you think because right, most of the children, especially starting from MCO time, we started to enroll with digital gadgets because we couldn't be able to attend to physical class. And then we started like online tuition and online classes and all. And more than that, we got a lot of time to kill during MCO time.
Yeah, that's right.
So you definitely spend more time on gadgets, like you try to play games and you try to watch more cartoon. Yeah, so that is how the eye power started to grow.
All right, now so now let's do a quick survey right here. Who face electronic devices at least an hour a day? Raise up your hand.
Oh, that is very easy lah. Those who spend lesser than 1 hour, raise up your hand. So basically, you just
No
put down
one.
your hand. Yeah. So.
So basically, everyone is actually using electronic devices every day, like at least an
Yes.
hour a day, lah.
Or multiple devices at the same time.
Yeah, laptop.
Yeah. Sometimes we use
handphone.
laptop and then your phone ring. You have to check on your phone. Yeah, that is like
See,
very.
he knocked his head already.
Very engaging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you felt it the same, right?
All right.
Yes. So this is one of the research that professor did, where he predict by what we are having right now, and approximately 26 years later, by year of 2050, the estimation of myopia people in the whole world is about 50%. And the percentage, of course, over the different country will be different. Yeah. So it's like, imagine your children is in a class of 40 packs, and about 20 of them is wearing glasses. And it is going to grow more and more by year.
So how about in Malaysia? Does the situation getting worse or getting better?
Yes, it's getting worse.
Getting worse.
Yes, because I used to, work in different eye clinic and different optical store, and sometimes the parents will bring children to come and check their eye, but then they will say like, you tolong je lah scan dulu tengok power dia berapa. Most of the time, yeah, we will have to scan. Then we find out that most of the children, their eye power is like, usually before this, I'm seeing like 6 or 7 years old, their power is still very minimal. But 3 to 6 months follow-up time, when they come back, the power is so different with their first time visit.
Okay.
So if you said like, kali ni tak apalah, tak payah buat spec dulu sebab power dia sikit je, then tiba-tiba dalam masa like 3 to 6 months, and then you come and follow up, yeah, tiba-tiba the power might grow very, very fast. Yeah.
Akak, yang kawan akak tu kan, ramai tak pakai spek? Yeah. Ramai Okay. Meaning it's really getting worse lah.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so if you have children with you, this is one of the tips. Yeah, so it's like we actually encourage the children to get their eye power checked by a very frequent visit. Okay, so it's like 3 months or 6 months or 9 months, like at least 3 months once to
Every 3
monitor
months
the
lah.
power. Yeah, all right. So we carry on to the next thing. Okay, so what is the risk that could what increases the risk of getting myopia? All right, so first thing, myopic parent. So this is actually the thing that we cannot change. Like I'm wearing glasses, so next time if I kawin, my partner also wearing glasses. Like so, probably our children are being exposed to higher risk of getting myopic power. All right. Oh, okay. Point tu. Yeah. So memang akak tak pakai spek lah kan?
Pakai
contact
contact
lens.
lens.
So this is actually one of the fact. Dia tunjuk kat sini. Kalau one side myopic parent, dia ada 3 kali berganda for the children to get eye power compared to non-myopic parent. So kalau both of the parent dia ada eye power, so dia jadi 6 kali berganda. Ya, so ini memang factor yang kita tak boleh avoid lah. So kalau kita myopic kan, next time we just bring our children to monitor earlier. So to catch if the power is getting higher. So this is also very related to, okay, we just spend to number 3 first, age of onset. So a younger versus an older onset give a higher risk of myopic progression. So how does this really works, right? Okay, example. Imagine kita ada 2 budak. So first children 7 years old, second children 10 years old. So one of the children 7 years old dah mula pakai spek, 10 years old baru je first pakai spek. Which children by the age of 20 dia lagi berkemungkinan dapat power yang lagi tinggi? 7 and 10.
Okay Kak, cuba teka sikit. Umur yang 7 tu atau umur yang 10 tu? 10.
Yeah, so actually dia macam tu. Kalau if we started to wear glasses at the age of 7 years old, it is 3 more years earlier than the 10-year-old children.
Okay.
So which mean dia sudah gain 3 extra years for the eye power to grow. And the eye power, it grows together with your eyeball length. So 7 years old, usually budak tu dia tumbuh badan cepat. So with the 3 extra years the children growth, it is very high possibility where the eyeball grow together and the power also naik cepat. Yeah.
Oh, jadi jawapannya adalah yang 7 tahun tu lah.
Yeah, meaning that a younger onset, the younger you are wearing glasses, meaning that your eye power will potentially grow higher compared to those who wearing glasses at a later age.
Okay.
Tetapi kalau memang budak tu masih kecil dan dia dah ada eye power, memang kita kena bagi pakai spek juga. Sebab kalau tak, dia lagi cepat. Yeah. And then the third factor, we can go to time spent outdoor and also near work. So it also very highly related with our daily routine. Sebab we all spend time on electronic gadgets lah, and also for children, most probably homework. Yeah, so we actually encourage for children to spend more than 3 hours per day at outdoor. So if example lah, so let's go outside, tapi kita bawa budak-budak tu datang shopping mall jalan-jalan. Actually, dia tak hit the ultimate goal that kita nak minta children to spend more time outdoor. So when we mean outdoor, right, you sit at a spot and you are seeing something 6 meters away, further than that. Yeah, you can spend time at backyard, cycling, or go out hiking, or go out jalan-jalan a bit after dinner.
Kalau shopping mall tu besar, macam I mau puchong, kita tengok 6 meter, does it really help or actually doesn't really help?
Actually, your eye won't be able to always focus at 6 meters.
Oh, okay.
Macam mana nak jalan?
Okay.
Macam tu. Okay, so these are all the increased risks to get myopia.
Okay.
Alright, we can go on to the next slide. So, like I'm asking for your opinion, because if you are having eye power, do you think wearing glasses does it? And then we just go to a normal eye follow-up. That's all.
As per my knowledge, yes. But I think the answer should be no.
Sebab I dah tunjuk slide ni kan. Soalan ni dah sangat tricky. Yeah, so this is basically a set of presentation where you can see for each different eye diseases, we are category it into 3 different bar. So these 3 different bar categorized by low myopia, medium, and also high myopia category. So any power more than 600 consider high. And then power below 300 consider low or mild lah. Alright, so if you see the glasses I'm wearing, right, it's very thick at the side. So mine is considered high power already. Okay, so it's, as you can see from here, the bar is getting higher from the left to the right, meaning that the risk is increasing if your eye power is high. So the very common eye disease that you usually see from here, pernah ke dengar nama cataract? Macam I think dalam bahasa Melayu kalau tak salah saya selaput mata, betul nama ni? Yeah, I think betul lah. Okay, so cataract is very common. Everyone will eventually get it. It's just a matter of time. So kalau nak protect mata kita daripada dapat cataract pada umur yang sangat-sangat muda, kita pakai glasses yang ada UV protection. Okay, ataupun spek yang dia tukar warna. Bila kita terkena UV light. Yeah, so that is one of the steps for us to, like slow down the progression of getting cataract. And other than that, you are seeing here retinal detachment, which happen very, very frequently in high power. Yeah, because our eyeball shape is different from the normal shape. Like imagine from a circle to oval. So the inner layer detach very easily.
Okay.
Yeah, so like how we peel onion lah, the inside layer like that. So that is the detachment. Alright, and then next is glaucoma. It happens when your eye pressure getting higher. Okay, like blood pressure lah. Okay, sama. Dalam mata kita dia ada pressure sendiri juga. Okay, lastly, myopic maculopathy. So, myopic maculopathy, dia sebenarnya happen at the back side of our eye, where kalau kita ada damage kat layer yang belakang, sangat-sangat susah kita kalau nak buat surgery dalam situ. So, tengok, higher risk kat situ. And then, for the station over here, you can see there's a machine to check the inner retinal part of your eye. So, with that test, dia dapat check the back side of our eye. Alright, so yang tu penting juga to monitor. Okay, then I'll bring to next slide. Okay, so ultimately, kalau kita ada power myopia,
okay,
so how do we actually do? Topic for today, myopia can be managed. Kita boleh dapat control. Alright, so how do we want to manage and what do we do is we wanted to slow down the power increment in the children. Okay, because children grow the body very fast, tapi kita tak boleh minta badan jangan tumbuh. Okay, badan kena tumbuh, tapi eye power tak boleh tumbuh. So kita control dari situ. Alright, next thing, what is the treatment that we can do? Ya, yang tu kita akan share lah dalam sesi ini. Alright, so this is a series of cara dia lah. Okay, how do we actually manage myopia control? First thing, behavioral. Yang ni very, very senang untuk dipraktiskan. Okay, we will just control like screen time for this week. Maybe from weekday lah, the day you need to go to school, I give you half an hour, you can play. Maybe after dinner, okay, before you sleep, I give you half an hour to play. But you can get combo. If you follow my rules on Monday to Friday, on Saturday, Sunday, you get 15 minutes extra each day. So we can control, we can play a game with them so we can discipline the rules. Alright, and also the second approach is ophthalmic lenses. Okay, so when we mention ophthalmic lenses, right, it's the lenses that is being wear in the glasses. Alright, it's a physical one. And then next thing is contact lenses. So I just have a question. If you are a parent, would you prefer your children to wear contact lenses or ophthalmic lenses?
Oh, contact lenses tak prefer Kak?
Akak
Kenapa
tak berapa suka. Kotor, dia tak berapa tahu nak jaga kan. Dan disiplin juga. Takut dia koyak dalam mata apa-apa. Yeah, that's very true. So you can see a bar over here. For contact lens, it is in the mild risk. Okay, so actually, if you wanted to try to let the parent know you can use this method, but most of the parent will say, ada ke cara yang lain yang saya lagi senang untuk monitor? Kalau spek senang kan, kalau dia pakailah. Betul. Okay, so the last management method over here is you can see under pharmaceutical, where this is actually a kind of eye drop with medicine inside. So this medicine, we actually call it atropine. Okay, like sometimes kita makan ubat kan, kita dapat concentration yang berbeza. So atropine ni dia ada concentration yang berbeza juga. Okay, dia berfungsi untuk jadikan anak mata kita kembang, so dia dapat control eye power. Okay, but this is under high risk sebab dia terus masuk mata kita. And also, you cannot get this medicine over the counter. You will only need to see eye doctor, and the eye doctor will prescribe it to you based on cases. Tak boleh buy from pharmacy, tak boleh buy from Watson, Guardian. Ini memang tak boleh. Alright, so since I am from HOYA, actually I'm going to talk about the ophthalmic lenses today lah. Alright, so we can move on to next slide. Alright, so for the ophthalmic lenses that we are doing, you can have a look on the box over here. Okay, it's a name called Smart, and then there's a boy with a bee. Yeah, so this is one of the corner. You can have a look later in here. Okay, after you done the screening. So, kenapa kita nak promote ophthalmic lenses kepada budak-budak? Dia ada 4 reason. So, the first reason sebab dia safe. Dia just pakai like normal glasses. Next thing, dia senang untuk adapt. So dia tak payah risau macam kita pakai contact lens kan. Contact lens dia bergerak dalam mata kita setiap kali kita berkelip mata. Alright, next thing dia effective. In term of effective, sebab kita ada 6-year research dengan children yang sama. Okay, so children ini ikutlah kita selama 6 tahun so that we can monitor the eye power growing from year 1 to year 6. And also last thing, dia non-invasive sebab kita pakai spek dia tak terus kena mata kita. Alright. Okay. So from here, this is a little bit technical. Tak apa, Jessee explain one by one. Okay, if you can see from here, this is a visual of uncorrected myopia. Maksudnya inilah mata kita waktu kita ada power myopia tapi kita tak pakai spek. Okay, it's a matter of how the light rays going to focus in our eye. So uncorrected myopia, you can see the light ray focusing here. The focal point, you can see, is it in front or on or behind the eyeball? So it's actually in front, right? Okay, so when the light ray focus in front of the retina, ultimately your children will not be able to see far very clearly. That's why you can go to the second visual. We ask them to wear glasses. So after we wear the glasses, you can see the arrow already pointed straight on the point on our eyeball. But outside the eyeball, you can see the focal point is behind. So when the focal point, when the light ray position outside the eyeball, indirectly they are asking the eyeball to grow longer. Yeah, that's why we don't want it to happen. And also that is the reason we don't want why the children wear normal glasses, because the power will still grow as normal rate. But our ultimately goal is to ask is to make the myopia progression slower than normal rate lah. Then we will recommend the ideal correction where we bring the focal of the light into or in front of our eye. Alright, so that is the ideal correction. So you can have a look on here. This is a piece of our lenses where in the center is the clear zone, whereas the side is the treatment zone. So the clear zone will let your children to see clearer, and also they will adapt faster because they are seeing as normal as it is. And then on the side, the treatment zone is actually to bring the light focus in front of our retina. So to slow down the myopia progression, but our vision is still considered clear on that. Okay, so in terms of adaptability, it is still good compared to the other kind of glasses. Alright. And also moving here, okay, some of the question from the parents, they'll be like, oh, the side here, the ring will make us see not so clear kan? So this is a comparison to you. For our lenses, is the visual projected on the right hand side. Like you can see on all the square line, right? The square line appears normal and also clear. Doesn't have any like blinded spot or blur spot. So compared to the other kind of myopia control lenses, you can see the vision is still good and normal and how our eye going to see without any glasses lah. Okay, so from here, for our Smart lenses, we have safe the selling point is considered safe. One of the reason is because the material of the glasses we choose is polycarbonate, where if you have known the material of safety goggles and all that prevent damage from chemical and also high temperature and all. Yeah, so this is exactly the same material as the safety goggles. So you can, I think the demo lens is over here. You can ask the staff to show you the demo lens. All right, and also the most important part is these glasses actually comes along with UV protection, which means if we encourage students to go outdoor, and then we don't have to worry the UV will cause extra damage to the eye. All right, and also next, yeah, so our coating, okay, since it's a glasses for children, we wanted the children to actually take care of the lenses easily. That's why we make it water repellent and also anti-reflective coating. So meaning that if you see through the lenses, it doesn't have a lot of ghosting image like macam nampak bayang-bayang kat tepi. So dia tak akan ada. Ya, betul. And then also water repellent sebab kadang kalau kita jalan outdoor, maybe ada hujan sikit lah, dia terkena lens tu kan, dia boleh just slide through. Lens tu tak akan absorb water lah. Alright, okay. And also, yeah, this is a different kind of coating. Yeah, because for children, we know we encourage outdoor activity, especially if they play with the toys, like some of the shopping mall, we have a playground for them to play, right? But we are not too sure whether did they accidentally touch something dirty and then they touch their eye and all. So this MioSmart with full control actually come along with a bacterial control, meaning that the lenses itself, it will help to clear bacteria, and the coating will last you for 2 years. Alright, other than that, if you have concern like you are being exposed more on digital gadgets and electronic devices, so these lenses also give you blue control. Okay, extra blue light protection lah. Okay, and also next, we have a lenses coating named MioSmart Chameleon, the perfect combination of myopia control and also sun protection. Okay, other than UV protection, these lenses, it will change color. Okay, you can see from here standard lenses, whereby our lenses, when we are at indoor or less UV exposure, it doesn't change color. But when we are at outdoor, we are being exposed to sunlight and all, it will change into gray color. Alright, to make sure that your eye wouldn't be sensitive to the sunlight, you don't have to squeeze your eye all the while walking at outdoor. Okay. And also, yeah, was very fast. That's it. So basically, this is the sharing for today's session, where what do you need to know, how to detect the children eye power if they have it, and also what is the increase of the risk factor, and also lastly, I hope you know more about myopia control. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, JC. All right, so before we end this session, anyone has any question to JC regarding to the eye power or myopia that might cause in your children? All right, is there anyone? All right, so everything should be very clear. Thank you so much, Jessee, for your wonderful sharing. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Thank you for the session today. All right.